Hi, I'm Ashley.
And I'm Jordan.
And welcome to the Spooky Doors Top 10
What the F***s?
Hidden, bizarre, strange, creepy, and elusive.
These are just a few words to describe those masters of hide and seek known as cryptids, the legendary monsters and creatures that are said to be hidden in plain sight.
The mountains, jungles, deserts, or even your backyard are where some of these creatures are said to live.
And of course, some are more well known than others. In this video, we'll break down the top 10 what the f*** cryptids.
Starting off our countdown at number 10 is the Flatwoods Monster. The Flatwoods Monster originates in Braxton County, West Virginia. On September 12, 1952, a bright object was observed crossing the night sky. Following the sighting, a group ventured out to investigate. They reported finding a red pulsing light. When approaching the light, they reported seeing a man-like figure with a round red face surrounded by a pointed, hood-like shape. It was also reported that the mysterious being had claws and made hissing noises as it attempted to approach the group. Sounds like a really big cat to me. Since the original 1952 sighting, many have concluded the story to be a hoax based on the exaggerated sighting of a meteor. However, many people in the Braxton County area still believe that the Flatwoods Monster exists and still roams the area to this day.
Number 9, the Thunderbird. Native tribes all across North America, especially those along the West Coast and in the Great Lakes area, have stories describing massive birds of prey. Some stories tell of an enormous eagle strong enough to carry whales back to their nests. Ever since pioneers began moving west across the Great Plains, sightings of large birds have been reported. Similar stories appear from civilizations around the world. One famous 1977 incident tells the story of a giant bird attack that tried to carry away a 10-year-old boy in Central Illinois in front of multiple witnesses, including his own mother. She even said she chased after the bird, yelling. The bird released the boy and flew away. Their mother went to describe the animal as such. It had a white ring around its half-foot-long neck. The rest of the body was very black. The bird's bill was 6 inches in length and hooked at the end. The claws and the feet were arranged with 3 front and 1 in the back. Each wing was at least 4 feet long. The entire length of the bird's body, from beak to tail feather, was approximately 4.5 feet. This is one bird you definitely don't want to have for Thanksgiving.
Number 8, the Loch Ness Monster. The legend of the Loch Ness Monster is well known throughout the world, and there are different variations on the creature depending on where you search. The original story originates from Scottish folklore. The most famous sighting that gained Nessie notoriety was in 1933. Many have claimed to have debunked the original photo and chalked it up to be a stunt. Some believe it was a mistaken identity and may have been a manatee or a giant eel, while others continue to believe that there is scientific evidence that such creature could still exist today. There are even researchers using underwater sonar to search for Nessie and firmly believe she is a prehistoric species called the plesiosaur that was believed to be extinct. Whatever the truth is, Nessie continues to be a worldwide celebrity that no paparazzi can seem to capture.
Number 7, the Mongolian deathworm. Not only does it have the greatest name ever, this creepy crawly looks like it slithered straight out of an H.P. Lovecraft nightmare. Said to live in the vast Gobi Desert, the Mongolian deathworm gets its native name, which literally translates to intestine worm. It's said due to its red blood-like color and the size of an intestine. It has been reported the worm can grow up to 2.5 meters and lives underground. And to make sure this thing is pure nightmare fuel, after it pops up half its body out of the ground, it's said to devour its poor victim in a yellow corrosive acid before it eats it. Some tales state that it's so poisonous that the victim dies almost instantaneously. Livestock and humans are known to be its preferred prey. Even Mackerel, one of the leading Loch Ness Monsters investigators, studied the Mongolian region and interviewed many of the native people about the worm. Due to the sheer number of volume of sightings, strange deaths, and common stories, he said he came to the conclusion that the death worm was more than just stuff of legends. So as you go to bed tonight, just think of cuddling next to one of these guys.
Number 6, the Chupacabra. Chupacabra, which in Spanish means to suck goats, wow, it would really suck to be a goat if you met this guy, has been spotted all over the world, including America, Puerto Rico, Mexico, and more. It is claimed that Chupacabra attacks livestock and sucks out their blood, leaving the empty corpses behind. It is described as a dog-like creature that is greenish and gray, with spike quills and scaly skin. Today, more and more people are coming forward with stories and evidence. This includes video and photo footage that are proving this creature may actually exist and is a species of dog that has evolved to bring a whole new meaning to the phrase survival of the fittest.
Number 5. The Michigan Dogman. Dogmen, werewolves, the rougarou, lichens, these are just some of the names that wolffolk are known to be known as. Littered throughout history, dogmen have been a part of almost every written record in human society. One of the most famous cases is the Michigan Dogman, is a werewolf or werewolf-type creature first reported in 1887 in Wexford County, Michigan, when two lumberjacks saw a creature whom they described as having a man's body and a dog's head. A night watchman at a manufacturing plant in Big Rapids, Michigan said he saw a strange figure. At first he thought it was a person until he saw dog-like features. He pulled out his gun and was about to shoot when he remembered his camera. He took a picture of the horrific beast. The photos have not been analyzed yet and still remains an unsolved mystery. Throughout the years, many sightings have been reported throughout Michigan. However, it reached a whole new level of fame in 1987. A disc jockey at WTF recorded a song about the creature and its reported sightings. The radio station received dozens of phone calls from nearby residents stating they've also seen the dogman. What do you think? Is there a creature roaming around upstate Michigan, or is this story for the dogs?
Number 4. Wendigo. The Wendigo legend originates from folklore of the First Nations. It is believed to be a mythological evil and malevolent spirit that at times is reported to have human-like features. This creature is known to invoke negative feelings in humans such as greed and hunger, specifically cannibalism. It is also said that if you fall under the influence of a Wendigo, you may even be forced to commit murder. However, there is more to just legend when it comes to the Wendigo. It is part of many traditional belief systems to this day. It is even said in some cultures that if you become so overpowered by the Wendigo that you may uncontrollably transform into one. The Wendigo is said to walk upright and displays antlers and a human or even a skull face. The Wendigo is said to never be satisfied and will continuously roam the land searching for victims.
Number 3. The New Jersey Devil. The New Jersey Pinelands is home to miles and miles of endless pine trees and sandy roads, but it's also home to New Jersey's most infamous resident, the New Jersey Devil. It's described as a kangaroo-like creature with the face of a horse, the head of a dog, wings like a bat, horns, and a tail. For more than 250 years, this mysterious creature roams through the marshes of southern New Jersey and emerges periodically to even prowl in towns and cities. One of the first reported Jersey Devil sightings was in 1812 when Joseph Bonaparte, Napoleon's older brother, claimed he saw the New Jersey Devil while hunting near his Bordentown estate. Sightings occurred and the legend grew, fueled by animal attacks, strange footprints, and reports filled by eyewitnesses who were supposedly encountered the beast. There are many stories of residents stating that while driving in the Pinelands, a giant creature with a massive wingspan and red eyes will chase their cars and disappear into the night. Some even say that the New Jersey Devil and another famous cryptid are one and the same.
Number 2. Mothman. So here we are back in West Virginia. What is it with West Virginia and cryptids? Mothman is best known for his appearance in the Point Pleasant area in 1966 to 1967. There were many reports of this humanoid creature seen throughout Point Pleasant by many eyewitnesses. Following the sightings on December 15, 1967, the Silver Bridge collapsed, killing 46 people. It is said that the bridge collapsed due to the weight of rush hour traffic. Today, it is heavily believed that the Mothman appears as a warning and is a bad omen. He is described as a humanoid creature with red eyes and a massive wingspan. Some believe that Mothman appears to warn us of approaching tragedy, while others believe he brings the terror with him. Some even believe that Mothman is either an extraterrestrial being or from a parallel universe. Despite the tragedy surrounding this notorious creature, he is still celebrated to this day by having his own museum and an annual festival that takes place in Point Pleasant every third weekend in September. What do you believe the true story about Mothman is? Please tell us in the comments below.
Number 1. Bigfoot. Well, are you shocked? It's hard to talk about cryptids without talking about the king of them all. Sasquatch, skunk ape, tree man, grass man, swamp monster, muddy monster, just a few of the colorful nicknames the giant ape-like creature has earned. Living in the most secluded parts of forests, parks, and the wilderness, there are records dating way back with indigenous people that these big furry folk have been with us throughout all the ages. Sightings of a furry upright humanoid and reports of a beastly footprints have been reported from as far as the Himalayas. Although no definitive proof exists, reports, stories, and evidence keep piling up. Thought to be the most famous and influential Bigfoot footage in existence is the 1967 film shot by Roger Patterson and Bob Gimlin in upstate California. The Bigfoot Walk, as it's come to known, is so famous that it's been accepted into pop culture.
What do you think? Are cryptids real, or is it all just elaborate stories and hoaxes?
So what do you guys think? Did we miss any? Do you think there should have been something else at number 1?
Let us know in the comments below.
And remember, like, subscribe, and share.
And journey with us next time through the spooky door.